Welcome to my channel, guys, coffee lovers. And today we are really happy to have one of the best baristas in Colombia, owner of a couple of coffee shops, even a green coffee company, we can say, Juan.
Yes. Hello, guys. My name is Juan. So, as Aaron said, I'm the owner of La Cabra Loca, which is a specialty coffee shop here in Armenia Quindio, which is actually the heart of coffee plantations in Colombia. And I have been a barista as well for about 10 years. I was working in different countries, but one of those was actually Oxford in the UK, where I met Aaron. So now we are just really good friends and, of course, colleagues. So nice to meet you all, guys.
So today we would love to know more things about green coffee. As I started the conversation, is a great opportunity to have you here in the channel, so we can know more things about green coffee. Due to, of course, you have been working in Europe, in Colombia, you grow your coffee yourself. And I think that people nowadays are really interested to know more things about Colombian coffee, how you develop your coffee in your farm, how you bring the coffee to Europe, and well, tell us more things about the green coffee.
As I told you, I live in Armenia, which is the state of Quindio. We have been coffee producers for over 100 years. So basically here there are a lot of families who have been growing coffee for centuries. You know what I mean? So it's not only the grandfather, but the father and the son now. So it's kind of a mix between the ancient knowledge and then this specialty coffee knowledge now. So we learn a lot about growing coffee, sowing coffee, how to, develop a better cup from our partners or our grandfathers. But we also are learning every day about how to develop every day a better coffee. You know what I mean? So we want better flavor, we want better taste, we want a lot of more body on our cups, more strong. So we are working every day on it. So yeah, basically my farm is called Villadori. We are growing yellow catuai now there, but I also own a company where we buy and sell green coffee from around the whole country, not just the state. So yeah, whatever you want to know, you can ask me any question, and as long as I know it, I can help you with it.
I'm sure that you are going to know. So first of all, I will let people know which are the main difference between commodity coffee and specialty coffee. So what that means for you and how you can ensure that when we receive the green coffee here in, for example, I'm right now in UK or Spain, I'm coming from Spain, how we are sure that we are receiving specialty coffee here in our countries where we are in the green coffee.
Well, as any other plant or any other seeds, there's a lot of different qualities on the farm, So whatever we plant, we grow, and we sow, we want the best quality of it, but it's impossible to not get any of bad quality. So specialty coffee is made with just the best harvest, the best beans, with all the quality process. So when you are buying, you can be in UK or Spain or France, wherever you are, you're buying specialty coffee from Colombia and from most of the countries around the world. You're getting just the best part of the plantation. So you're supposed to have the beans with the same size because they have to be passed through a mill. You also have to get beans with no defects, like all these defects that make a cup taste bad, or it could be better if we don't have it. So when you're buying specialty coffee, you are not adjusting yourself to the price of C price, which is something I guess we are gonna talk. The next question or something, but yeah, it doesn't have a price for all the specialty coffees. It depends on the taste, it depends on the farm, it depends on the the fame that we have as a farmer. So whatever you're tasting is what you are paying. But when you are talking about a commodity doesn't have any of those process of quality. It just has to feel few quality process that the government reach or make us feel to sell it, but it's really low quality, so it's very easy to fulfill that requirements. So basically when you're buying a commodity, you're buying just regular coffee, and it's supposed to be dark roasted, so you can kind of hide those bad flavors because it's gonna taste horrible anyway. You know what I mean? So they just make a dark roast for it, and everybody can buy it for a very low price in the supermarkets, on all the big surfaces where you can buy just regular coffee. But if you are talking about specialty coffee, you must go to a specialty coffee shop in your town or in your city to find it, because it's not the same amount of coffee as the other one, and it's also not that cheap. So for the supermarkets, it's not a very good business to sell specialty coffee, because it has between 10 and 20 days of, it's after being roasted is the best moment of the coffee. So for a supermarket is such a small time, so they don't feel it's a good business. So the first you have to know as a customer is, if you want real specialty coffee, you cannot go and buy it on the supermarket. It's not possible.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And what do you think about sea market? I mean, in terms of when we are buying a specialty coffee, I've heard that usually you pay double the price for the farmer than sea market. That means for us, for example, in UK, if the sea market is right now is £2.40 per kilo, that means that minimum is we are going to pay £4.80 per kilo to the farmer, plus all the shipment, all the delivery, all the rest of the stuff. So that roughly we are gonna buy 1 kilo of coffee at least is gonna cost more than £6.
The sea market is about the commodity, so sea market is regulated by Wall Street in the US. So the C price, as you know it, just means how is the coffee on the Wall Street market that day, so that's changing every day. So it's, for example, today in Colombia it's 85,000 pesos, which is kind of 15 pounds, or no, it's about 20 pounds. So it's quite cheap for, it's 20 pounds for 12.5 kilo.
Wow.
That's 20, that's what the farmer is getting for 12.5 kilo. He's getting 20 pounds. So this is the sea market. So basically, when you are growing specialty coffee, it's not possible to reach your cost or to pay everything you need, all the quality process, all this stuff with the C price. It's just not possible. So when you're buying coffee, thinking about C price, you're always buying bad coffee. There is a quality process that we have to fulfill here to export the coffee, as I told you before. When you sell that kind of coffee, it's called UGQ, which means usual good quality. But it's actually more than 30% of that bag is really horrible coffee. And then the other 20 or 30% is just regular coffee. So you're buying, I don't know, 20, 30% of usual good quality coffee, which is still not being specialty. So that's the C price. And then the farmers, they are not getting the possibility to pay everything they need with the C price. So when you're buying specialty coffee, as you said, you're regularly paying twice the price of the C price, you know, but it could be even a lot more because, as I told you, it depends on the taste of the coffee.
We are talking about on average, because we know, of course, we know that we pay in terms of the quality of that green coffee.
Yeah.
I heard that, and that's why I want to ask you, because you are there in the field, we can say. I've heard that for example, when people buy coffee from the C market, they buy for example, they buy the coffee now, and they are going to receive that coffee maybe for the next 5 years. So that means they cannot be sure that
that's different, because it's called mercados futuros. It's like future markets. You
exactly.
know? So they are buying like the harvest for the next 5 years to a farm. So the farmer, you know, they don't have a lot of money. So if you're a guy from the US, from the UK, from, I don't know, these kind of countries where your money buys a lot more than our money, then you come here to Colombia and tell to a regular farmer, I'm gonna pay you 5 years of your harvest. They, of course, they're gonna take it straight away, you know, but it's not always a good business, because they are buying 5 years of future harvest, and then they come here, they do all the quality process, and then they get specialty coffee from that farm, but they're still paying the C market, you know. And then they go to the UK, they go to the US, and they sell it twice or 3 times the price. So that's what they are doing. Many of the farmers here still doing that because it's, as I told you, it's like an ancient thing. Our grandparents used to do that all the time because we had a deal, an agreement with the US government for more than 30 years, where they were telling us, we are gonna buy all the Colombian coffee you can produce, and we are gonna pay always this price. So everybody was thinking, all right, we don't have to worry anymore about the quality of our coffee, but the quantity. So we have to produce a lot of coffee, because the more we produce, the more we get in terms of money. You know what I mean? So they were growing and sowing a lot of coffee to sell it to the US, and then they forgot about the quality. Then when the quality was too bad, the US people, they just come here and say like, okay, I'm gonna buy 5 years of your coffee harvest, but I'm gonna do it myself.